Hey guys, it's Tahira and today I'm doing a recommendation video. So the theme of today is wholesome, fluffy romances that will melt your heart. Basically, if your heart is numb and you want to feel something, these are the books to read. I have 5 books to share today and they're all like different types, kind of different themes. But I'm just gonna go ahead and start. The first book is one that I've talked about so many times in several different videos, and I feel like if you know me, you know that I love this series. But the first one is a graphic novel series that is YA, but it's extremely wholesome and cute, and that is of course Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This one, as I said, is a graphic novel following 2 boys as they meet for the first time in high school and they become friends, and then it's kind of showing the progression of their relationship. If you want something that's like really cute and fluffy but also super quick, this is definitely the book/series for you. This one is the first book and there's about 4 other books out. I think the last one, volume 5, I have not read yet, but I'm super excited to get that one soon, hopefully, and read it soon. But this one is just so adorable. I think their relationship is just really cute, and I think this book, or like the whole series, also does a good job of balancing some darker themes and concepts and conversations while also having this really cute and adorable relationship. One other thing I really love about this series is that there is like a really cute, I feel like I've used a cute word a lot, but there's a really cute friendship as well. One of the main characters is Charlie and the other one is Nick. Charlie has a really great group of friends that he's had for a while, and I really love their dynamic and then the way they interact. And I think that they're just like really supportive of one another, which I really love. And then they also really accept Nick, who is the other boy that Charlie likes, into their friend group really easily, and it's just such a cute and wholesome vibe all around. So if you're looking for something like that that's super quick to read, I would definitely recommend Heartstopper. The next one is a series, or I guess trilogy, not trilogy, but they're like 3 standalone novels that kind of go together, and that is the Brown Sisters like books by Talia Hibbert. These are pretty popular, probably heard of them. They have Get a Life, Chloe Brown, Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and Actor Age Eve Brown. So there are 3 sisters, and then each book follows a different sister, so I really love that concept. And I also really love that each sister has like their own personality and ideas and dreams and hopes and just overall life and lifestyle, so it makes for a really good like and fun experience reading all these books. So this one follows a girl named Chloe, and she is a chronically ill woman, and after a almost near-death experience, she sets out and writes a list of things that she wants to do before she dies. And she kind of wants to be more edgy, more spontaneous, but her personality is not like that at all. She's very like a planning type of person. She wants everything step by step and knowing what to do at what time. So she enlists the help of her handyman, Redford, and he is like helps her try to accomplish some of these things that she otherwise wouldn't, because she's not as spontaneous. And of course they develop a relationship. This one is about Danny, and it's about a friends to benefits. These ones kind of follow different romance tropes as well, which is really fun. So they're all kind of different. So they don't seem like the same story again and again with the same, like with the different sisters. So I feel like that's also a good thing. And overall, I just really like the writing style of these as well. I will say these ones are pretty spicy in terms of like sex scenes and smuttiness. So they're not like too extreme, but they're definitely spicy in some ways if you're like looking out for that. But yeah, these ones are really good. I also know that this one has chronic illness rep, and a lot of people have said that it's good. So I don't really know because I don't have a chronic illness, but I've heard it's good. So that's also a plus for this book. But yeah, it's a popular series. You should definitely pick it up. The next one is another super popular author with a few different standalone novels. I'm sure you can guess who that is, but this is Emily Henry and her romance novels. These ones have of course been super popular over the past few years, and I have recently gone into them in the past couple of years, and I've been really enjoying them. I will say a lot of these books are like different people like them. It's not like everyone likes every single book. It's usually like if it's like someone will like one of the books and not the other books, and some people that don't like this book will like this book, and some people that don't like this book will like this book. So it's like really up and down about who likes which books, but overall I think that they are really strong and solid romance books. One thing I really love about these books as well is that usually they're also talking about something else. There's usually an outside plot and storyline relating to the characters' like outside of the romance. And if you're like looking for something that has a good balance of the two, where there's also romance but also a plot outside of it and a story and characters outside of it, I would definitely recommend these books. My personal favorites would probably be Beach Read and Happy Place, which I just read last year, and this was one of my favorite books of last year. For me, Book Lovers was not as good. Like, I did not have as good of a time reading this. And then the other book that I don't own yet is People We Meet on Vacation, which I think is probably one of her most liked book in terms of like a lot of people agree on this is like one of her best books, or at least for me. I don't know. This one is a Friends to Lovers, which a lot of people really enjoy that dynamic. So if you're looking for that, then I would definitely recommend People We Meet on Vacation. This one is about two authors that if they met up at like a beach house. She's the main character, January, is that her name? Yeah, January goes to like a beach house to clean up after one of her parents dies, and then she meets Augustus, who is another author, and they both are kind of hitting roadblocks in their writing, so they agree to swap genres and write something in the other person's genre, and of course they develop a relationship. This one is also about two people that are bookish. One is a literary agent and one is an editor, and they meet in like a small town. And then this one is a second chance romance that follows two people as they break up, and also it's like fake dating because they go to like this lake house, I guess, with their friends, and they have to pretend to be together because their friends don't know that they broke apart. So yeah, they all also follow different tropes, but yeah, if you're looking for that good balance between like plot and romance, I would definitely recommend Emily Henry books. Another book is one that I've read pretty recently, I guess last year, and that is The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. This one is about two characters, which I'm forgetting the name of, and one of them is a woman and she is a single mother, and the other one is this like CEO slash head of this new like app that matches people based on their DNA for like, you know, like dating apps. So the single mother decides to send in her DNA, her spit, to get matched just to see what happens. And what she finds out is that she actually matches pretty well, like a diamond match, which never happens. It pretty much means that you're perfectly compatible with the CEO, and that should have never have happened. So it's like, well, what just happened? And then they kind of just meet for the first time. At first they're very much like don't like each other and don't know what's going on, and then eventually they start like talking more and then forming more of a relationship, and then eventually obviously they start dating. One of my favorite parts about this book is that there is a lot of like wholesome family dynamic as well in this book, so if you're looking for that, I would say that this one is a really good option for that. Since the main character, which I'm completely forgetting the name of, but she has a daughter, and her daughter's like 7 or something, but her relationship with her daughter is just so adorable. And she also has her parents who help take care of her daughter as well, and it's just the whole family dynamic is so adorable. Although like the concept itself is pretty like out there, like the technology of a dating app that matches you with your DNA is a little out there and a little like you have to suspend your disbeliefs a little bit, but I think the overall concept is really fun, and I would say that definitely pick this up. Of course, Christina Lauren is like a pretty popular author, but this one I just liked really like a lot. Both the concept was really fun, and then the execution was also fun. It was a little insta-lovey, but I liked the progression of their relationship, but I think like overall the family dynamics was probably one of my favorite things about this book. The next book is a YA romance book, and that is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This one is pretty popular. It got popular on Book Talk, I think about last year, the year before, sometime recently, and so I definitely picked it up because of that. This one follows two high school teens, Liz and Wes. Liz and Wes are next door neighbors, and they've kind of grown up together, used to play together when they were children, and then obviously when they grew up they kind of drifted apart a little bit. They go to the same high school obviously, and then Liz's former crush Michael comes back after moving away, and she enlists the help of Wes to get his attention, to try to get him. And obviously through like trying to get Liz with Michael, Wes and Liz start a relationship, and they start like liking each other. I've talked about this in my like best books of the year video. I talked about it as an honorable mention, so I gave this 4 stars and I really enjoyed it. As I mentioned in that video, one of my favorite parts about this book is the banter. I think the banter between Wes and Liz is like really great, and it's probably one of the best like written banters that I've seen in a long time. I don't know, just their back and forths were a lot of fun to read, and I think they were done really well. Another thing that I really enjoyed was that there is a lot of like, this one also does a good job of balancing like heavier conversations with lighter like scenes and conversations as well, because Liz has lost her mother, and so a lot of the book talks about her dealing with grief and dealing with the loss of her mother. So it definitely touches on a lot of darker things that are emotional, but I think it does a really great job of balancing the two. I think like I feel like you can kind of tell, but I feel like I personally like books that have a good balance of both the romance and outside plot that drives the story, as well as like any emotional things or just like conversations outside of the romance that are like productive and have a purpose. I feel like I really enjoy those, and this one had that. So if you're looking for like a good balance again and also like great banter between characters, I would definitely recommend this one. I'm gonna have another honorable mention that I personally didn't fully love as much as their other books, but I will definitely still recommend it. It's another YA romance book, and that is Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This one follows two high school teens, Bradley and Celine, and they're both like academic rivals, and then they're both trying to get into this like competition to get like a scholarship or something, and it's like a wilderness camp competition type thing. So they both join it, and then through this wilderness they kind of get closer to each other, start liking each other, you know the deal. This one is a like high school like YA, very YA romance, which I didn't love because I think I'm just kind of graduated from like this age group and genre a little bit. So that's why like I personally didn't love it as much as like other people would that maybe are younger than me. But yeah, I think it's still like a cute romance. I think it still has a good story and a good relationship between the characters. It's a little like insta-lovey in fact that they are rivals, but then suddenly they like boom, it like switches pretty quickly. But I would still say it's a good recommendation for if you're looking for like a light YA romance. Anyway, those are all the books that I have recommendations for today for romance. Like they're a mix of adult and YA, so hopefully something sticks out for you. But let me know down below what is your favorite romance book that you've read recently, or anyone that you want to recommend to me, as of course I'm looking for new books to read. But that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.